Hey everybody, you have Miles Ritchie and Cole Sanders here from Crush Comics. We are at the Chabot. We just finished seeing the grand premiere of Black Adam, and we had a good time. Let's start with Cole. Some thoughts real quick? Some rating?
If you guys want to come see an epic that is about an Egyptian king trying to take back his kingdom, free his people, and maybe see some cool superhero action along the way, come over to the Chabot and check out Black Adam. It was a great time, guys.
It really was a great time. And another great time, once you're done seeing a movie here, Saturday, October 29th, Saturday before Halloween, we are having a big Comic Fest party right next door at Crush Comics. It'll be the whole parking lot. We're going to have food vendors, DJs, art booths, photo ops. Costumes are encouraged. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. That's 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. on Saturday the 29th. It's going to be a great time. We hope to see you there.
We'll see you there, or we'll see you in the cinema. Thanks, guys.
We got an intro, but we might just be getting to the straight note tonight. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited to talk about this. I'm a little surprised to be this excited about talking about this.
That was super fun.
First of all, we're two of the knuckleheads from Crush Comics, 2 of the 5 knuckles on the head of Crush Comics. Cole Sanders, Miles Ritchie,
Hello.
and Miles.
Cole.
Why are we actually having a good time in the Warner Brothers DC Black Adam movie? Can you explain it to me? Because I can't explain it to myself.
Because it's about drive. It's about power. It's about... No, I think first of all, congratulations to The Rock. He's been wanting to play this character for over a decade. And he's been literally talking about it forever in every interview. This was his dream character for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And he finally got to do it, and it was just relentlessly action-packed fun.
The more and more I'm thinking about it, I do think The Rock was kind of made to play this character. When we were coming in, we realized, because this week they actually put out a Marvel Family Facsimile. That was the first time that Black Adam appeared in 1945. And when we were reading through it, back in the day they gave him the Namor, like very sharp elvish ears. And I think The Rock just has that naturally.
The new prosthetics needed. They saved so much money on prosthetic ears because The Rock just has.
I know they wanted to put the Widow Peak on him, but he was too strong for the Widow's Peak, so they couldn't do it. But I'm actually shocked that, because I feel like I should say for posterity's sake, I do think this movie was bad, but I kind of loved it. Did y'all love it?
Yeah.
I was having a good time with it. I couldn't quite explain why I was having that much fun. Like the whole time I was smiling, and it was but yeah, no, it was weird how entertained I was, and weird how comic accurate it was at the same time.
So I started my day because I know nothing. I was actually scared I'd have nothing to talk about tonight because I'm a big Marvel guy. I know almost nothing about Black Adam, but today, just on our stands, we're gonna do questions later. On our stands, we have a facsimile, which is a reprint of an old comic book, of the first appearance of Black Adam, and I read it today to prep. And it was so, it's 1945. It's, gee golly whiz, there's a man coming from outer space. It's so corny and funny, and the whole crux of how they defeat him is, we have to just make him say his own name, and they dupe him into doing that, and I started bursting out laughing when that actually ended up being a plot point in this. I was like,
me and Miles almost both started screaming. We looked at each other and almost started screaming. Well, they said, we just gotta get him to say his name.
You just have to say your name and this is all over. I was like, this is so funny, they're committing to this. I love it.
Yeah, no, I don't know, sometimes it felt like I was looking at Golden Age comic books. Sometimes it felt like I was looking at the end of my brain cells, like it was just too crazy for me to keep up with, but I really did enjoy it.
This completely throughout, and I can go into every reason, but this was a 2007 movie made in 2022, from its like teal and orange color grading to its like, she has the vague superpowers that are just CGI mist. They're playing like Smashing Pumpkins while the kids just skateboarding down it was so corny and it was just so fun.
Yeah, no,
it felt like Transformers.
But yeah, no, I did. Like, I swear, the DC movies come from another universe, and we're just lucky enough. Like, I saw Man of Steel, I was upset. I saw Batman vs. Superman, I was pissed because I didn't know that we were looking into another world. Like, where do we start talking about this film?
Where do we start talking? I know how exciting I
I'm usually supposed to be the comic accuracy guy.
You can start on comic accuracy, go for it.
Comic accurate, Teth Adam, that's his government name. Black Adam is his superhero name. And one thing I was really hoping for this whole time, because I think they did a lot of justice to Dr. Fate. This movie is filled with characters that I never thought we'd see any adaptations for. I never thought we'd see a Black Adam.
Yeah.
If I did think we were going to see a Black Adam, it would probably be in Shazam. But I never thought we'd see a Dr. Fate or a Hawkman. But I was really hoping that Dr. Fate was going to say, fate is a fickle thing. And they set him up for him like three times. And that was for the nerds like me that were just on the edge of their seat for him to say those.
He kept looking directly at you and it's like, come on, Doc.
Those 5 words were keeping me going. But it was like, the funny thing about Dr. Fate was, other than them stealing the mirror dimension from Doctor Strange, it was really accurate. Dr. Fate and Doctor Strange are kind of like Darkseid and Thanos when it comes to whoever appears on the screen first is going to be the version that most of the public is going to know. But I mean, Dr. Fate and Doctor Strange basically have the same bag. They are the top billing of their magical hierarchy in their respective universes. So I was really happy to see that they were playing into Ken Nelson's kind of duality. He's kind of like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde when it comes to, he's the only person that the Helm of Fate is chosen and that can really do what the Helm of Fate needs. But he doesn't really want to be doing it. He wants to hang out with Hawkman and chill in his...
In terms of accuracy, space helmet, is that accurate what they said?
So, as far as I know, the Helm of Fate is not Boo's helmet, and DC, like Marvel, has a whole hierarchy of gods from different pantheons. So I'm not sure. We're gonna get to questions in just 1 second. I'm not sure if that helmet actually is from space now, or if it's always been. But I've always just known Nabu to be the god of order, where they're the gods of chaos.
Yeah.
And maybe they're from another planet now. Hawkman is. Hawkman's well,
Hawkman is from the planet of getting disrespected. Can we talk about
Hawkman got beat up.
Ragdoll told to shut up, relentlessly wailed on, just beating him up, man.
This is one of those times that I feel like my knowledge of the comics actually like held me back.
Okay.
Because Dr. Fate was like, well, I see a future where you die, Hawkman.
Yeah.
Hawkman's whole thing is he dies. He dies all the time. He's cursed to perpetually live out different lives throughout history, where he's always trying to find Hawk Girl, and once they come together, they find some tragic end. So I was like, oh, Hawkman's the man that's supposed to die?
Yeah.
Easy money. He'll be back up in like 30 years.
But you
and
forget
it'll be
Pierce Brosnan only wants to do this once.
Yeah, Pierce Brosnan said, I'm out of this. Pierce Brosnan said, we are not doing this twice.
I'm not doing
thrice.
this twice.
Fate
I will
is a fickle
sit,
thing.
and once the helmet's on, you can make me a CG rubber man, and I'll do all the spells.
Yeah, Dr. Fate stole his whole bag from Doctor Strange, but like I was saying, it's the same bag.
Aside from this, yeah, so much stuff.
Yeah.
I guess any like actual gripe, although I find it almost hard to gripe about a movie that's just meant to be this. It's so fun. That villain design was awful.
That's what he looks like.
That's what he looks
That's
like.
like, I
Maybe
can't
we
fault
should've-
them for...
Yeah.
The weird thing about the DC universe is that they have, like the Marvel universe, a million pantheons going on at the same time.
Yeah.
So we had a very like
The hell
medieval
scene was
English
crazy.
fighting fighting Egyptian
Should have been a
man.
man
You
in a
know?
Halloween, like a costume, like a little Satan costume with like little horns and a little trident.
But you know, at least Hawkman got to punch him because he couldn't punch Black Adam.
He could not punch.
They put
No
three
one can
fights
punch Black
together.
Adam.
Was I forgot the actor's name, but the man playing Hawkman did a great job. Alice Hodge. Aldous Hodge was giving Anthony Mackie, and I was thinking that before he like jumped out the plane. I was like, oh dang, he's the guy with the wings too. he was kind of Falcon-esque. But I want to see more Hawkman, man. That was kind of.
I don't know if they left because there's just a few of you left. Some people left to hang around for the debrief. But which one of you monsters let out when it revealed that it was his son who was originally chosen? And
They showed the buff
they showed the
rock
buff version of
the
his son. Which one of you let out just one big ha? Because that was so funny. And
That
they
brought me
laughed
to
very
tears.
hard. Yeah, that was
me.
that was
Yeah,
so funny.
Because it looked like, what's his name who plays Shazam? The
I'm-
face, there was a lot of facial similarity.
Okay, I see what you
To
mean.
me,
I see what you mean.
So I was like, oh no, what they did.
No, I loved it. I loved it because it would just caught me so off guard.
I let out
It
the
made me
big
laugh. It was
aha
funny.
when they had Skinny Rock.
Skinny Rock is so funny. Do you guys remember the Super Bowl commercial where they made Jason Momoa like really thin and he like rips his
Well, Miles,
skin off?
as the official Aquaman fan,
So,
I've
yeah,
actually
you're right.
met Jason Momoa,
You
the
have.
king, Arthur Curry
You have met
Aquaman.
the king.
Let me tell you, he's tall and he's large, well muscled.
Yeah.
But The Rock is the widest man I've ever seen on screen. I assume he's the widest man in life. So seeing Skinny Rock was just, especially because he got an action scenes too, where he's like hitting rock bottoms, like he's doing everything but throwing people, but through tables.
Yeah.
So,
God, throwing people.
yeah,
It felt like someone playing. I just felt like The Rock got to play with his action figures finally, because it just felt like. And then I zip over here, I punch this guy in his face, and I zip over here, and I catch this and throw it back. Like it just so action.
Yeah, I had
so much action.
it almost feels like Teth Adam is basically not in this. Like he's in it the whole time, but you're only getting glimpses of who the man is.
Yeah.
And the theme is heroism. I think anybody that sees it will get that. The theme is heroism.
Yeah.
And he wants to be a hero. He wants to be better. He wants to be the man that was the example that his son was showing.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was funny how little he really plays into this. He's just a big, strong man.
He's just the muscle.
That can throw the devil really hard.
He can throw the devil later. I was scared this would be a I can only see Dwayne The Rock Johnson movie. No, I kind of fell into it. I was just like, yeah, this is just who this character is.
The only times it was giving me a hard time was like they went pretty hard on the Kandaki accent in the flashbacks, and then it's just The Rock. He's too strong for an accent. He's too strong.
He flexed out of his accent. They refrained so much from that. They must have had an eyebrow wrangler on set to keep that Rock signature eyebrow down, because he didn't hit it as much as I thought he would.
There was the one shot where he was like staring down the mystery machine. I knew he was doing it, but the hood was up.
Yeah.
You just couldn't see, but the hood was up.
They actually had to CG the cape over his face to hide it.
I want to talk more about the comics, but I feel like it. I just want to say this. I don't know. Usually we record these. I don't know if we're recording this one. I think this is the most fun this year I had with a Superman movie that wasn't Batman. The Batman.
I think so. The Batman delivered that really grounded noir thing that we've always wanted out of specifically that character, but just in terms of big action sequences and fun, this was probably DC's best foot forward.
Yeah.
And hey, how do you Snyder fans feel right now? Because
There was a lot of slow motion. Cyclone's powers were slow motion.
yeah, I don't believe the actual Cyclone part is just the aftermath of the slow motion. That's
There.
what I mean, yeah.
For a second, I was like, Zach is back. At the very beginning, they threw that innocent man off of that cliff, and we had to watch him all the way down.
Too. We watched
I was
him
like,
act.
is this a Zack Snyder joint? Like on the low?
301.
But
And then
I'm kind of stupefied. I'm sorry we're rambling up here, but
I
neither of
wanna
us
know-
expect to enjoy this.
I want to
like,
know, you unfortunately went to the
genuine.
bathroom. But I want to know how many, I want to know who's in all those other cages. So they put Rock, in his holding cell that keeps his mouth shut, and there were just hundreds of those. It was like the Ark of the Covenant room.
That's
It
how
was
they get us.
Yeah, that's how they get
Because
us.
anybody can be in those rooms.
Yeah.
Maybe this will be some time to start doing questions.
All right, we're going to try to do one per person, just because we're tired and have work tomorrow. That's mostly it. So pick them well, and hands can go up. Yes.
Well, I have a few questions in the first. As you said with the cells,
Mm-hmm.
I thought I saw a gorilla in one of them.
Oh, they could. Yeah.
Now, DC loves many a big gorilla, but that would probably be Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah.
Or the Ultra Human.
And second of all, the Hubble phase is not from space. It originally belonged to Vandal Savage's kid and way far back because Vandal Savage basically.
Yeah, Vandal Savage, there was a comet that hit the Earth during the.
That was in, was it Young Justice Season 3? That's when they explained it.
Yeah, no, Vandal Savage, a comet came to Earth and he hugged it because it was cold, and he became immortal.
That's a sick way to stay warm.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a cool way to stay warm.
it's a good trade-off. I would love to see Vandal Savage. Completely side note, I would love to see Vandal Savage in some kind of MCU or
Oh.
sacrilege. Some kind of DCEU.
Yeah.
And do better than they did with the CW.
Did you hear anything about that post-credit scene? Because I scoured the internet. I know.
I
But-
remember seeing something saying Henry Cavill will neither confirm nor deny a cameo.
That's what I remember
That's
seeing.
one of those hanging comments where you almost had to sit there and go, wait, what? Because they didn't say cameo in what?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, no, he
maybe
just
you put it together, so.
And then
he popped up at the end of this, and it kind of made me smile. I was hyped. I didn't know it was gonna happen. Henry Cavill Superman coming in at the end of this, but what I definitely knew was that Dwayne Johnson from the beginning has wanted to punch Henry Cavill Superman.
This is his
So like it felt like a gift to The Rock, man, because
It really
he
was.
got everything.
I'm
he wanted.
surprised it wasn't just a freeze frame of them.
Yeah, no, they.
Just Rocky, just.
I feel like that was in the original cut, and they had to fight that back because I kind of wanted it. I was,
Yeah.
right, but you actually asked me a question when we were coming up if that was.
Would Superman work with Amanda Waller? I didn't know if that was in character or not. Again, I don't know a ton about Superman, but please.
I got two things to say about Amanda Waller in this movie. The first thing is I couldn't tell if Viola Davis was phoning this in or she had just truly settled into Amanda Waller, because that's what Amanda Waller is. It's just like, leave me alone.
It's so.
Oh, Black Adam came back. I guess I'll throw Superman at him. I don't got time for
Her
this.
superpower is showing up on screens so she can just record all of her scenes in her living room. Like, that is, her power is not showing up in the physical
The
anymore.
joke we often say to each other is like, if somebody in the DC universe thinks they're the cereal, she's the milk.
No,
Like she's always gonna top you. No matter what you're doing, you work for Amanda Waller. So, but I mean, Superman, I can't think of a specific example. Superman's worked with Amanda Waller. Superman versus Batman. Amanda Waller was Lex Luthor as the president. President Lex Luthor's right-hand woman. So they've interacted. I think Superman worked for. Superman worked for.
The government.
Well, yeah, if
Yeah,
you
no,
ask Frank
Superman worked for
Miller, he works
government,
for her.
Dark Knight Returns.
Well, which president was it in Dark Knight Returns?
When Frank Miller did the Dark Knight Returns, he
Yeah.
worked for the government and went against Batman, if you remember.
There you go.
That's correct. I think it was Luthor.
It was, but I'm trying to remember who's the president during Dark Knight Returns. I just can't say his name. I'm looking at his, he was the actor. Reagan. It was Reagan. There you go. Yeah, no, so I mean, I think Superman would definitely work for Amanda Waller, especially if you told her a big, scary, rock-sized man was flying around in Kahndaq. So,
I'm surprised we didn't see Kevin Hart.
why were you surprised we didn't see
It
that?
seemed like they're inseparable.
Okay, I wasn't thinking about The Rock, the man, but that's true, actually. Kevin Hart running in.
I want to cut up this movie where Kevin Hart is just Hawkman instead.
I was just about to say what DC
Throw
hero
it,
could
just
The Rock play. But yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
The basketball special with Wolverine and Colossus.
Yes, man.
They could just throw Kevin Hart at people.
But yeah, no, I mean,
Bird Peter.
I'll take him.
Bird Peter.
Bird Peter, there you go. I mean, like, yeah, I don't really know what else to say.
I had a
than-
blast. I actually think Tyler, Josh, and Andrew missed out on them.
I do think they did, and I
Yeah.
think they're gonna be upset. We have to be the
Yeah,
best.
enjoy Disneyland,
I
Tyler.
guess, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. We had Black Adam tonight. I was surprised after 15 walking through the wall gags. I'm surprised The Rock just didn't burst through that door right there, or the wall next to that door right
We
there.
made that joke. We made the joke of The Rock busting into every theater in America for Black Adam's premiere before he walked in, and then he just started walking through walls. Okay, but I want to say one thing unironically that I really liked.
Sure.
Black Adam was floating the whole time as if walking was beneath him, and the one time that he really tried to come to Hawkman's level, he came to the ground. I thought that was a really nice
Very cool.
bit of visual
No, it was.
storytelling.
Yeah.
And I actually got hyped for that. I don't know. I
There
enjoyed
was
this.
crazy. This is not storytelling. This was just, again, playing with action figures. He hit the hyperdrive on that dude's bike just to send him into himself faster, and that was sick.
That was sick.
It happened so fast. But just to teleport forward and stop him, oh.
We had to look at each other and unironically confirm that was hype.
Yeah.
We had to like turn the keys and lock it in. That was sick.
I'm surprised you guys didn't see it. We like pulled out keys. There was a glowing red light. It was crazy.
People that were at Conduct Intergame, they're more associated with a part of being a new god tech, like Ryan
That's a good point. You're better at my job than me. No, I didn't want to mention that, but I got caught up in so much
Punching.
everything. Yeah, so much punching, I forgot. But yeah, the Ender Gang is traditionally associated with Metropolis and Superman. Then just like the young man was saying, their whole thing is that they have an edge on the technology of everybody else because they have Apocalypse text where Darkseid and the Granny Goodness and all the evil side of the new gods come from. So I did find that fascinating. I feel like DC is like, Marvel and DC both do it where they take the groups that are traditionally more at the fringe or might be, intelligentsia or Hive in the Marvel movies. Like they take the groups that should probably be at the fringe for the movies, but are really important in the comics, and they'll bring them, like they said, Intergang. I was like, whoa, okay, but I mean, it makes sense why people are going around in big space bikes.
It was also cool, I think, again, you were in the bathroom, but Jennifer Holland, who was James Gunn's wife, and in the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker showed up briefly, and I just like seeing her. Her character gets really fleshed out in Peacemaker, and she's just really cool, so that was a fun cameo as well.
Was that her in the prison?
In the all black outfit when they
Yeah,
go,
prison.
prison, yes, yeah, that's her, and she's just really cool. I like that whole team that they set up in Peacemaker, so I was just happy to see her. Yeah, this was a good time, man. The last two projects, you asked me what came before this that wasn't the Batman. I think it was the Suicide Squad, and before that, I think Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
And those two back to back.
At least going off the Suicide Squad, this is just an uptick. But like, I did unironically enjoy this. I don't know if it was good, but I enjoyed it.
It's
and that's
not
all
us
I
to
should
say.
be,
The
right?
Rock told us it was good, and we just are going to.
The Rock says.
The Rock says.
You smell what The Rock is cooking? It's a good movie. It's 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. It smells kind of good.
A lot of people smell what he was cooking tonight, dude.
I don't know what it actually has Rotten Tomatoes, so don't put it there.
It's not good.
New gods, opposite of the dark side, Monkey, and Purple Leaf. We're not going to get into clarity of people.
Yeah, I would hope they would do more with the Ender Game, but I truly feel like between this kind of reception of older DCU movies and now with the whole Warner Brothers and Discovery merger, I feel like there's a whole lot of ideas in the air and a whole lot that's getting left out.
We have a rocky road ahead of us in terms of what Warner Brothers is going to do.
I mean, if they're gonna keep putting out like a movie a year, I'd rather have a Black Adam than a Batman or Superman,
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. Henry Cavill is here. They're talking about doing.
Henry Cavill is here.
He's here, man, and he's in a very bright costume. They said, "Sorry, Zach, we're gonna slide the saturation bar up and give him a little spit curl."
It felt mad disrespectful to Zack Snyder, but very respectful to Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. When it came to like he was wearing a bright costume, my man had the spit curl.
We
He
need to talk.
smiled at us.
No,
You gotta remember, Cole, he's representing the country, representing America. They had to present him like that.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Is just the Man of Steel depiction of Superman was so in line with like the 2012.
Dark and gray.
Yeah, dark and gray, New 52. Superman has to be just as gritty as Batman, and I feel like for a solid minute, DC had forgotten that the juxtaposition between Batman and Superman is what we love so much. You know what I mean? You go to Batman for somebody darker and grittier, you can go to Superman for a guy with a smile and that you can trust. So I was just happy to see him being Superman.
We didn't do these on stage back when Batman vs Superman came out, but that would have been a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Look, you got the same duality with Shazam and Black Adam.
Absolutely, yeah.
As you do with Superman and Batman.
I'm hoping that Shazam and Black Adam will find their way to punching each
just
other.
put all three of them in one movie, and I think you will make a lot of money. I just
Well,
might as well at this
We
point.
already had Shazam and Superman in our movie.
All four.
Yeah, there you go.
Henry
Yeah, no,
Cavill's
that's a
neck
very
down.
good point. That maybe not Henry Cavill, but Superman has made
Superman.
two appearances in both the Shazam movie and Black Adam at the end credit scene. So I guess he just likes to hang out with Shazam people.
I'll end on a weird little nitpick, I guess. I love that DC just keeps throwing their real life merchandise into their movies. So like Shazam, right? Like Shazam, they run through a toy store and there's just a literal Batman figure that just says Batman, Hasbro, blah blah. And I love in this that there was actually just a Patty Jenkins Wonder Woman poster on the wall, and the current comic books, a current Cyborg book.
You reminded me of the only other thing that broke my brain.
Yeah.
Because those were comics from DC Rebirth. That is the like most recent comic continuity. But I was like, okay, you know, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Aquaman, Superman. They've been out here. They're going to have comics, whatever, that depict their adventures.
Yeah.
And maybe it says Rebirth Wonder Woman 16, but that's not our Rebirth Wonder Woman 16. Until that Cyborg comic came out and they flipped through the pages, I was like, I read that. I read that.
Yeah.
That comic that takes into account all of the many crises and restarts of the DC universe, all the times that people have died and come back. I was like, that broke my brain a little
They
bit.
sent one confused prop master into a comic shop and told him to grab back issues for $1 and get back on set. That's what happens ultimately.
If you ever find media with comic books in it, any kind of TV show or movie, they're probably from the wrong era. Or they'll make your brain hurt just the same way my brain hurt when I was looking at those Rebirth pages. But I was like, I see what they're going for. But yeah, no, it's weird too when you see like I forgot some names, but the Sun's room, there was like Francis Vanderpool Superman art, and there was just all
so
these
much
artists and posters from people I knew, and I was trying to.
I'm glad to know that even in the movie universe, Jim Lee's just getting his bag.
Just
doing his thing.
I mean, I think
The kids' room had pictures from like Superman the movie, every
It literally did. It had everything.
Yeah, no, it's kind of it's weird because like that type of stuff wouldn't throw me off if I was watching like what's the movie called, Superman Returns. But since we've been so entrenched in the MCU connected universe, and this is like these are real people.
It hurts your head to just see a real comic.
Yeah, because I'm just like, well, I can't think of a time we've seen a comic book in the MCU. There was Logan.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna give a point all the way back to 2017. They made a
But
fake
they
comic book for
paid
that.
they paid Dan Panosian to make a fake comic.
That's why
There
it worked.
wasn't so.
Now we're getting too nerdy up here. All right, you guys have fun tonight.
That and a couple of things in the kids' room were like collectible.
They were just sideshow items, on his
They
show.
were taking stuff out of the dumpster at the Warner Brothers lot and spreading them on us.
One thing I thought was interesting, as much as it was a youth fest for The Rock, is like, how many people can he throw in one movie?
Yes.
Is some of the subtleties that were in there, like the necklace. And the fact that when he finally got a good shot of his wife when he sees them and he dies, she's wearing the same necklace. Yeah, no, there was a lot of. And like, so they planted a lot of seeds. There actually was some subtle storytelling.
No, that's.
And I was kind of wondering, are they gonna talk about it, or are they gonna leave it, and did they put it there, so we're all like, wait for it, and then if they do another thing, maybe they'll talk about it then.
Sure.
But I love the fact that there was something that was a little bit subtle.
No, I mean, I definitely think that's the weird thing about this movie is the same thing I was saying, like when he stopped floating and walked. Like there was a lot of visual or subtle storytelling hits that.
A lot of intention.
Yeah, there was a lot of intention in this movie that was also trying to just be fun and silly and be The Rock throwing people around. So.
And then you got that, how whatever 5,000 years makes The Rock his great whatever grandfather.
Yeah, no, I was surprised. I was just honestly surprised by it. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting to leave with a smile on my face that was this big. Like, I thought it would be like laughing at this, not laughing.
And we were a little tired before going into this.
Yeah, no, I was like,
Black Adam later almost felt like a chore. I wish I needed to say to this movie. I do feel like I've been watching trailers for this movie for 7 months, and one of my favorite parts of actually finally seeing it is knowing I will not have to see trailers for it anymore. I have a few movies, Avatar 2, where I'm just like, please come out so I can stop.
I'm just gonna be sick though, so you're gonna have to eat all that crow.
Yeah, man, you can tell me how it is.
My last question is, does anyone know when the song with the after credits thing was?
Oh, that one you're gonna have to Shazam.
Yeah.
There was a pun because that app's called Shazam. That tells you what the song is.
Miles, that wounded me.
That was really good. Yeah, you're gonna have to. Yeah.
You know, I do think that is the end of our rambling, but thank you for staying here with us. Thanks for watching Black Adam. And if they did record this one, go and check out Black Adam at your local theater, Chabot Cinema, right next to Crush Comics, open 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Multiple
we're open.
times that I cannot recount right now.
Oh, I see a camera over there, and for everyone here, the Halloween Comic Fest party on Saturday the 29th. Come to that. We're gonna have art vendors, comic book raffles. Oh, you're gonna have to FaceTime us.
Yeah,
I'll just
FaceTime
hold you
everybody.
around. A DJ, food truck. It's gonna be really cool. Come out. That is Saturday the 29th of October from 3:30 to 6:30. It's gonna be really fun. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. See you at Black Panther.
Thanks, guys.